so we're gonna go ahead and sit onto the mat, get your rollers out, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the back. So I wanna take that roller right at the base of the rib cage. Good. Now, this zone can make us feel like somebody's knocking the wind out of us. So find that roller right at the base of the ribs and let your body just melt into it. Good. Now, I want you to take your hands behind your head and really hold your neck. Now, keeping your tailbone down, I want you to just exhale and start to let your body fall back. Feeling the spine lengthen and stretch. Once you get to your furthest point, pause and breathe in. Exhale, push down and slowly curl your bodies back up. Good. It's important that we go super slow here, okay? Inhale and pause. Exhale, and let's start to let the body just fall back. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Really letting those vertebrae open. Inhale and stay here. And exhale, slowly curling back up. We're going to do that 2 more times. So keep that pressure on the roller and exhale. Start to let your body fall back. Good. Inhale when you get to that point where you can go no further. And exhale, slowly coming back up. Here's our last one. Make sure your arms are relaxed. Remember, they're just that hammock holding the head. Exhale as we fall back. Inhale, stay there. And then exhale, slowly come back up. Now I want you to go just halfway back and stay on the roller. And now I want you to go side to side, starting to create some space in between the side ribs and the lateral side of the spine. You should feel the spine moving. Sometimes I'll even say feel like a bear scratching their back. You're going to give me 4, 3, 2, might feel some adjustments here, so don't worry. Hold it at center. Now widen your feet, lift your hips off the mat. Now, I want you to roll the roller to the bottom of the scapula and then to the bottom of the ribs. Bottom of the scapula, bottom of the ribs. You might feel some tension right at those mid to low traps. Good. Try to keep drawing the pelvis up a little higher above the roller. 2 more here. Now find the area that was a little more discomforting, and then I want you to shift the body side to side, like you're scratching your back. Feel that separation of muscle and skin. Good. Then pause. Let's go right under the base of the scapula, and then lower your hips down. Maybe release the arms, take a little break for a second. And on this zone, we can actually cross our arms in front, and I want you to feel like you're pulling your scapula apart. So we just really separated or opened the scapula. Keep your chin slightly tucked, and then exhale, let the shoulders fall back. If your neck gets uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to put one hand behind or both. Exhale and slowly come back forward. So again, we can always put the hands back behind if you'd like. Exhale, just keep trying to separate the scapula. Now in this version, you should be able to go a little further back, and you're really going to start to feel that stretch in the front of the abdominal line. Fall back, feel the stretch, and slowly come back forward. Do a couple more. Make sure the head does not have any stress. Remember, you can keep the hands in front if that feels okay. Exhale as we fall back. Inhale as we come back up. And then pause at the top. Now, go ahead and place the hands behind your head if they weren't already. Great. Lift your hips up. Now, ideally, you're going to get better results if your hips go higher than your shoulders. That puts greater pressure. Now, roll the roller from the top to the bottom of the scapula. Top and bottom. This is where a lot of our tension is held, especially rhomboids or mid-traps. When you get to the top of the scapula, you're going to feel the levator scapula insertion points. Hold in the center of the shoulder blades and scratch side to side. So again, feel that separation. Please keep squeezing the glutes so we don't stress out the hamstrings. Now, go to the top of the scapula, and then again, stretch there. Really try to draw the elbows in, lift the hips up, let your body fall back a little further. Here's 4, here's 3, here's 2, and time. Roll the roller back to the base of the ribs, and then slowly lower the hips, and then go ahead and sit up nice and tall with me, right in the center of your mat. Good. So we're just gonna sit up nice and tall for a moment, and just take those shoulders and let's roll them up, back, and down. So the upper back should feel stimulated, it should feel open. Good. So just up, back, and down. Couple more here. Really articulate the scapula. So I know I'm cueing the shoulders, but it's really the scapula that are moving and bringing the shoulders along for the ride. Now, bring your legs a little bit closer to you. So really sit tall. Grab the front of your shin. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. We're technically going to extend and flex our spine. So inhale, extend the spine, look up, and then exhale, scoop the navel in and flex the spine, separating the scapula. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And really let's try to do this in that mid-thoracic, not so much into the lumbar. Good. Your head moves last. Generate from the spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And last one here. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Great. Now from here, take your right arm out in front. Good. Reach towards me. There you go. Take your left arm under your right and cross your elbows. So my right arm is in front. My elbows. Now bend the arms in and attach your hands together. So if you've done yoga, this is from the eagle pose. So lift your elbows up and then reach your elbows forward. You feel how that just separated the scapula? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull them down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. So right now, your right arm should be on top of your left. So you really feel that opening in the right scapula. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last one. And slowly bring them in. Release the hands, release the arms, and then shake it out. Good. So now, take your left arm out. Good. Bring your right arm underneath. Right arm goes underneath. Cross your left elbow on top. Bend the arms. So your right arm bends in towards you first. Then the left hand loops into your right. Good. This is not an easy one to teach backwards. Luckily, it worked today. Reach your elbows forward and sit up tall. So feel those sit bones. Feel like your elbows reach away from you. Now inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull down. Good. Inhale, reach up through the right. Exhale, pull down through the left. And you feel that whole scapular wing opening. Inhale and exhale. Good job. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that separation. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Good opening. 1 more. Slowly release the hands, release the elbows, and just shake the arms out. So we're going to get into everybody's favorite, that's the lat. So I want you to lay on your right side. It's really important when we go down that our hip and shoulder are in a straight line. So you don't want to lay to a diagonal. I'm going to take the roller and I'm going to place it right alongside of the ribs. If you use your finger, you can kind of feel some of that protrusion of the serratus anterior. You're going to feel the bumps. Lay in the middle of your roller, please. And now once you're down, your right palm is turned up and you're relaxing on the roller. I'm not jamming on it, but I'm just melted into it. My left hand, I'm going to use it to roll with me. I'm going to push my body forward, which brings the roller down my rib. I'm going to pull my body back, which brings the roller to my underarm. So roll towards your rib and the underarm. Oh yeah. Anyone else got a nice knot there? Yes, maybe. Yep. Relax that left, relax your chin. If your neck gets tense here at any point, you just take that left hand behind and hold it, okay? But keep just gently rolling. Now, if it's really tender, maybe you found that knot, let's hold it and breathe into it. And then let's start to span forward and back. So we're going over that muscle fiber. You might start to feel that crunchy, that little bumpiness. Keep breathing, keep melting, relax. Feel that discomfort, we can call it, and breathe into it. Tell that muscle to release and let go. You do get closer to that trigger point when we go further back along the side of the scapula. We have 2 more. No need to rush. Remember, I like to think of exploring. You're kind of connecting the dots. What joint is this inhibiting from this tightness? And the first answer will be your shoulder. Okay? We're going to hold it back. I'm going to reach out through my middle finger. So I'm thinking of tracking my arm, and I'm going to reach my arm up and down in that windshield wiper. So join me when you're ready for 8, 7, keep breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to slowly come up onto my elbow, and I'm just going to come up a little bit. I'm going to turn the roller to a diagonal, and now I'm going to lay down on that back V of my shoulder and shoulder blade. So I'm on my rotator cuff. I'm on that point where my latissimus dorsi crosses over to my humeral bone. So you got a lot going on here, and it is a trigger point. Lean back a little bit. Again, if the neck needs some support, I get it. Bring the hand up. And now just slow rolls over that area. Now, because it's a trigger point, some of us might just stay here. We might not even roll, and that is fine. Listen to your body. You should feel that connection of your scapula and your tricep. Your tricep muscle actually does connect into the scapula. So keep rolling. Remember, they're small moves. We compress, we release. We compress, we release. Now find the area that's probably more discomfort than the others, and we're going to rock forward, and we're going to rock forward. There it is, and we rock forward. And again, if the moving patterns are just so uncomfortable and you're fighting your body to do it, please, please, please just hold and melt into the zone. That fighting is worse for you than the release, so we don't want to do that. 2 more. Rocking back and forward. On the next one back, we're going to stay back. We're going to reach through that middle finger, and we're going to do 8 more of the windshield wipers. 6, 5, keep reaching, 4, 3, 2, and time. From here, slowly push yourself up to seated, and we're going to go ahead and come back to that cross-legged position, giving the neck and the shoulder a little bit of a break. So roll it out. You're going to feel that kind of flushing or rushing sensation going down the arm. So let's go ahead and inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale back down. So do a nice sweeping motion. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 2 more. Feel that circle. So your right arm feels more available right now. You just feel that blood flow. 1 more. And now I want you to take your right arm up on this one. Inhale. And then exhale. Reach your right hand to the left corner and just stretch through. Inhale, bring it back up. Think of a Y, half of a Y at least. And then exhale, reach back out. Inhale, pull that scapula down. The arms should be very light. Really think of stretch through the back. Inhale, reach through the back. Good. 1 more. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. And release. Let's do the left side. So again, line your shoulder and hip in a straight line, and then feel through the side of the ribs, that serratus anterior. Feel that kind of tightness, if you will, and then lay right onto the roller with it. Good. And you usually know when you find it because it's kind of that, ooh, position. Once you have it, palm is faced up, relax, melt, get that good position, and then let's start to roll toward the underarm, toward the rib. Underarm and rib. Try to relax your neck. I like to let my chin fall toward the underarm. That way I'm not trying to hold it up. I know we're trying to watch the screen, but try to follow my voice. And a lot of this, you really, once you're in the zone, just move slowly, gently, and explorative. Really think of them exploring the muscle. Use your breath. Now find the area that holds a little more tension. We're going to pause, and then we're going to start to rock forward and back. So things you might be feeling, keep moving, relax your neck. You're going to feel bruising. You're going to feel stinging. You might feel a sharp pain here or there. So that's why I want you to go slow. When we rush it, your body tenses up. That bumpiness that you're feeling, you want that to be as smooth as possible. So some zones are going to take a little more time than others. Now let's hold the next one back. Reach through the middle finger and give me 8 sweeps with the arm. The reason I say reach through the middle finger is you're thinking of tracking, creating length in that shoulder joint with each range of motion. 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to pause here. Lift up just a little bit, turn the roller to a diagonal, and let's get that upper V, back of the shoulder, onto the roller. And again, relax your neck, lean back a little bit. You should already feel the trigger point, and then just small rolls. Again, compress and release. Small movements, relax the neck, tuck the chin. And if you need to, give a little bit of support. Just kind of squeeze the back of the neck. Listen to your body. Do what feels as comfortable as possible. We have 4, 3. So this is a zone that if you ever had the big M5 ball, it's really good for this trigger point. Hold it. And now we're going to rock back even further and roll in. Rock back. Good. Rock in. Let your head just follow. Your movement comes from the mid or the thoracic spine. So rotation, letting that neck follow. 3. Keep finding your melt. 2 more. Good. Last one here. And hold. Extend through that middle finger and give me 8 more windshield wipers. 8. 7, keep going. 6, dig into the roller, melt into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Slowly bring the body back up, find that seated position, and just take a little recover from being on our elbow, releasing our neck. So roll the shoulder blades up, back, and down, and then full arms up. And exhale. Remember what I said earlier, be light in the shoulders. Inhale, move from your scapula. Exhale, very good. 2 more. Exhale. So you should feel a little bit more equal with both arms, light, light, light. Now inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, reach it to the right. Inhale, reach back up. So, I'm sorry, I know I said right. Go more to a diagonal, please. So rather than here, reach across the left knee. Inhale, back to that Y position. Exhale, stretch over. Again, thinking scapular movement. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and last one. Inhale and exhale. So I do want to get into the neck and the sternocleidomastoid, all of these muscles. But before we do, it's very important that we get the chest. So everybody, take your left 2 fingers. I'm on my right, so yes, there we go. Take your shoulder and think of a line between your shoulder and nipple. Take those left 2 fingers, and I want you to go across that muscle. You feel that tight band that goes across there? So that's your pec minor, and that muscle actually crosses and it attaches under your bicep. So I need us to get the roller into this zone. And when we do it, you gotta lay on it a little funky. You gotta turn your palm up. but you are going to be laying in a prone position, so on your stomach. I'm going to back my mat up a little bit, but think of that muscle that you just felt, and that's what we need to get onto. So can you guys see me? Yes. So I'm going to lay on my stomach. I'm going to put my roller into that muscle, so it's kind of at a diagonal. And you got to kind of lay on it. And yes, it is on the side of your chest, breast, all that good stuff. So once you're on the roller, you're going to turn your palm up. Now, I'm going to hold my roller because it is a cylinder. They do move. Now, I'm going to push my body towards the right and then pull it back to the mat. Push, pull. Now, I have to really dig my body into the roller to achieve this. Remember we did earlier, small zones, small zone. So push into it, pull back. So you really got to feel that chest muscle. Good. Now find the area where you feel a little bit more tightness. Now, we did this earlier, but the palm is up right now. Very small movements. Lift and lower the arm. Lift and lower the arm. Palm faces up. 4, 3, 2, and time. Now, take the roller down the arm, and we got to get it into the bicep. So in order to get the bicep, again, you have to flip your palm up, okay? So you're right on the center, or the head of the bicep. I'm pretty much laying flat on my mat right now. I'm going to rock my hips right and then left. So I go toward my shoulder, back to the center of my bicep. Now, you do need to be pressing the arm down, creating as much tension. But as I just said, your pectoralis minor inserts and attaches onto the humerus bone under the bicep. So tightness here is all in that front plane, which can hike up those shoulders. So you will feel some bumpiness in here, especially if you got Popeye muscles. Keep pushing. We're going to hold in the center. Palm is up. Now scratch it side to side. So they're quick little windshield wipers, like you're scratching the bicep for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. With this one, roll it one more time. Forward and back. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good. Slowly come on up. Sit your hips back. Just kind of stretch your body out. And then we'll come back up. I'm going to turn around for the other side so you can see me. So let's get it underneath the left underarm now. So the same thing. Draw that diagonal line from the shoulder to the center of the chest, and that's where the muscle is at. So it's always going to be different, one side to the next. So get that weight, or not weight, get your roller turned into you, and you got to get it right in that pocket. It also depends on the type of clothing you have on. I know this shirt is a little more sheen, so it does rub against. So palm turns up, and we're going to rock in and out. Really get as much body weight on there as possible. This is another one that I have a rolling technique with a small ball, and then M5 works as well. And it's a little easier to do than laying on the floor. But again, small zone, doesn't have to be too far. Keep putting pressure, whichever way feels right. Hike the knee up, whatever way you can get on there. Now hold where you feel the most tension, flip your palm up, and small windshield wipers. Your goal is to feel that separation from the superficial fascia and the skin. For 8, 7, 6, 5, keep reaching. Always create length on these. 3, 2, and we're going to pause. We're going to bring the roller to our bicep, so that bumpy center muscle. You have to flip your palm up, and we're going to roll on the bicep. So I'm not moving my arm. If you can see, I'm moving or rocking my body side to side. Explore that muscle. And again, different muscle, different side of the body. You're going to feel it differently. Keep breathing into it. Now hold that center, or where you feel the most tension, palm up. In quick, small movements like you're scratching. You might feel it roll over the head of the muscle. Remember, we're going in opposite direction with the muscle fiber runs. That's that cross friction. Sometimes we call it standing. And now hold and roll over that actual bump again for 4, 3, 2, and tie. Great. Now let's come in front and let's go through some of our dynamic movements. So we've opened up the thoracic spine, we've opened up the upper back, we've opened up the lats, and now we got some of the chest. So let's start on our knees. I am gonna have you tuck your toes for this one. And I want your fingers, if you have the small roller like me, put your fingers on the edge of the 2 outer grooves. If you have the larger roller, put your hands about shoulder distance apart. So it's like you're framing your body. Now, come up high onto your knees. Now inhale, push your hips back. And as you push your hips back, the roller rolls up your arm and you get that nice stretch. Exhale and hold it here. Inhale, lift your hips up and roll back to where you started. Exhale, push the hips back. So you're not moving with the roller. The roller is rolling up your arms. And I should see that expansion between your ribs and your hips. Inhale, come back up. Exhale and pause. Inhale, stay here. And go ahead and reach into it. Exhale, lengthen. That's what I want to see. So feel that length in your mid-thoracic spine. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hold. Now, take your right hand right in the middle of the roller. Take your left hand behind, but it's very important that I don't see the shoulder drop. Open your chest up so you're pulling back. Now relax your toes, and now inhale, reach your hips back, and as you go forward, you get a little twist. So I'm opening that shoulder on my left, and I'm stretching through my right lat. All right, inhale, come back up, and pause. I'm gonna do that 3 more. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, and really reach your right arm as far forward as you can as you start to wrap that left shoulder back. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale and pause. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale, hips go back. Reach, reach, reach. Wrap and open. Really feel that length. Relax your neck. Let it look over that shoulder. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, pause, and here we go, 1 more time. Inhale, hips back, reach long. Exhale, stretch and open. Good. Inhale, and exhale, release. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. So left hand in the center, wrap your right arm, and again, really focus on not letting that shoulder drive forward. You gotta get that opening, and we're ready. Inhale, hips go back. Reach that left arm forward. Get that right shoulder to open. Remember, you might get adjustments here. Just ease into it. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale, pause. 3 more. Inhale, hips go back. And exhale. Let go of that tension. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, pause. 2 more here. Inhale, hips go back. Exhale, reach and lengthen. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and pause. 1 last one. Inhale, hips go back. Exhale, reach and open. Good work. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, release. All right, so now we're going to go into a T-spine stretch. So this gets a lot of those rotators of the torso, but it also gets that stretch across the chest. So we're going to use our roller. Go ahead and lay on your right side. And again, I need you in as straight of a line as possible. So my ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, crown of my head are all in a straight line. I'm going to reach my right arm out in front. Some of us might need a pillow if your head is tilted too much, okay? But really try to pull the shoulder. Now drape your left knee on top of your, your roller. Here we go. Your right leg is really gonna reach long. The more active or length that right leg is creating, the easier it will be to spiral your hips. Now bring your left hand on top of your right. Now, pressing your right hand down, inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Now, rotating your spine, exhale, open to a T, and follow your fingertips. Hold when you get to the bottom, which is your bottom. Inhale, bring the arm back up, and exhale. So it's very important that we do a spinal twist. Good. Reach that bottom hand down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, open wide. Remember what I said about earlier? Reach through your middle fingers. Create that length. Inhale back to center. Exhale all the way down. So wherever you're the tightest, whether it's in your ribs, your back, your shoulder, even your hip, that's where you're going to feel it the most. So inhale, exhale. Do you notice that the cylinder is moving with me? It's meant to help my hip relax. And again. So now we're going to get a little bit more shoulder and chest. I want you to pretend like you're holding a piece of chalk between your index finger and thumb. The reaching or lengthening out of your shoulder, that tracking is very important. Put the chalk on the floor, and now I'm going to inhale, draw a half circle all the way around. Once my biceps by my ear, now I'm rotating my spine, and then I exhale, open all the way out to that T. I'm going to stay here, and now I'm just going to come up and close it. So we're just going to draw the chalk overhead today, okay? Inhale, reach up, keep reaching, keep lengthening, rotate that spine, exhale all the way open to that T, feel that length, feel that stretch, and then close it back down. Notice I'm moving slow. You're still exploring. The faster you go, the more the body will resist you. You have 2 more. Inhale, reach. And exhale to open. Let go of that tension. And then slowly close it. Here's our last one. This is a really good stretch, especially for my golfers. We play tennis. Anything that includes that midsection, that rotational force, or that transitional plane of movement. And then slowly come back center. Reach up. Go ahead and use your top hand to push up and extend your top leg. And then we'll spin around for the other side. I'm going to fix my mat so you also see me. I have room. Perfect. Okay, so lay again. Stack, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. We got to really get in that straight line. Now that left arm is really going to reach forward. I'm going to drape my right leg onto the roller. I feel my hips stacked. My head's in a comfortable position. Now, really elongate the bottom leg. So that left leg is lengthened. My left hand is pressed down. We're going to inhale, reach the right arm up. And then I'm rotating my spine as I reach through my middle finger and exhale, open. Remember, it's the first one. Range of motion will build with each one. Inhale back to center. And exhale all the way down. Your head, by the way, should follow the moving hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open all the way. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale. And kind of examine and do a little comparison. Do you hold more tension in different places on this side? Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Keep tracking. Reach through your middle fingers. Create length through the chest. Inhale, back center. Exhale all the way down. And we have 1 more to go. Inhale to reach. Exhale to open. And then we got to draw those half circles. Hold. Inhale to reach. And exhale all the way down. So pause here. Pretend like you're holding that chalk, index finger and thumb. And now inhale, take that right arm up Keep reaching. Start to rotate that torso and exhale, open that line and reach all the way out. Pause. Inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale, float it down. Please go slow with this. Please track the shoulder. 3 more. Inhale, reach up. Once that biceps over the ear, start rotating, keep reaching, feel that external rotation. And all the way out to the side, getting a stretch that's right for you. If your hand comes up, inhale, exhale. That's fine, don't force it down. Feel the stretch, but you don't want to feel pain. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Create that length. Exhale, open all the way out. Inhale, bring the arm up. And exhale down. Reach out, team. Here's 1 more. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Keep reaching out of the shoulder. Exhale, open to that T. Hold. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale all the way down. So I'm going to bend my top arm. I'm going to straighten my right leg. And we're going to come up to a seated position. So we are going to go ahead and do the neck. But before we lay down, I just want to talk about it. So kind of once you're in position, you don't want to look up or see where I'm going. So maybe position your mat so you can see a little bit more and just listen to my verbal cues. When you lay on the roller, it's important that you're not trying to jam your head. Relax your head, because if you apply too much pressure, you will put spasms into your neck. Maybe not now, but it can happen later. So if you have the foam roller like I have, the Triggerpoint, I would love for you to lay on the teeth if it's available. If you have a flat one, that's fine. You're just going to lay in the center. So find your position, and you're going to lay down on the roller and really get the curvature of your neck onto the roller. Now, the movements we're going to do, by the way, this is the extent of rolling your neck. So I get into that curvature, I feel those nice little grooves, I turn my palms up, and then I'm going to let my shoulders relax. I'm not holding anything. I'm going to slightly tip my chin up just so I'm not compressing. And then all I'm going to do is breathe in. And now as I exhale, I'm going to let my right ear fall in toward the foam roller. And I'm going to just stay there and breathe. And then I'm going to inhale, go back to center. Exhale and pause. Again, make sure you're not jamming. Relax, relax, relax. Inhale. Exhale, let my left ear fall in toward the roller. And just stay there and pause. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right ear toward the roller. So it's just like I'm falling. Remember, you're not forcing. Hold it here. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, left ear, left side of the foam roller. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Try to let go of tension when you breathe, by the way. Let your lips be slightly open so you're not clenching your jaw. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let the head fall to the left. Inhale back to center. We're going to do 1 more. Exhale, let the head fall to the right. Inhale back to center, nicely done. Exhale, fall to the left. Now slowly come back to center. I want you to pull your knees to your chest, and you can either rock up to a seated position, or roll onto your side to come up. So whichever is comfortable, find your way back to a sitting position. And we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Now, there's a muscle that connects the mid-back of the neck, kind of behind the ear. If you're a clencher with your jaw, you feel this tension a lot, and it draws down to your clavicle. That is known as the sternocleidomastoid. A lot of times when we get tight in our shoulders, that muscle is overworking to pull the neck down to counter the tightness. So take your right thumb kind of behind your ear, and I want you to go side to side. You feel that kind of raised edge? That's the sternum. So stay on that. Apply medium pressure. Remember, you're not trying to jab your neck. And now relax your shoulders. And now as you apply the pressure, start to let your thumb move down. And you're tracing from the ear down to the upper clavicle. You might feel some separation. You might feel some knots. So really try to breathe into it. So you can use one hand, or like I'm doing, I'm applying a little bit more pressure just because I'm very tight. And you just kind of glide it. You're not compressing too much. Glide down the side of the neck. Good. Try not to stretch away from it. When you stretch away, it's very tight. I prefer you turn into it so that loosens the muscle a little bit and you're allowed to compress. But again, try to release. Your best bet is to use the thumb, but you can also use your index and middle finger. Those will work as well. But your thumb is always the most amount of pressure, the force that you can create. You guys kind of feel those bumps and those separations. Yeah, this muscle gets tight very easily. If you get a lot of tension headaches, the sternum is an area that you'll want to release. If you're a clencher, or just tend to hold weight on your shoulders, it's an area we need to release. Good. Now we're releasing the right side, so go ahead and pause. Now, I want you to take your ear, left ear, towards your left shoulder. Now to stretch the sternum, you're going to pull, actually this is going to be more levator, but take your chin toward the underarm. Bring it back to center, and now tip your chin up. So I went left and up, and just hold. Feel that stretch. Now be aware if your shoulder is hitting forward, take your hand out, turn your palm up. It's going to increase that stretch down the side. If you feel like you want a little more, take your left hand on top and just let it rest. You're not pulling your head down, just letting that hand rest. And then try to tip the chin up again. Breathe into it. Hot breath out. Again. One more. If your hand is on your head, gently release. And then use your hand to slowly bring your head back center. And then roll the shoulder out. Nicely done. So let's do that on the left side as well. So I'm going to take my left thumb, I'm going to go right behind my ear. I'm going to find that bump, and I'm going to draw that diagonal. So you can see it on me because mine's really, really tight. My puppy pulled my arm yesterday. So you're going to push into it, and you're going down toward the clavicle. You might feel bumps along the way. Just keep applying pressure. And the next time or two that you go through, if you really find that knot, try to hold it. Apply that actual trigger point. Breathe into it for a couple seconds. And remember, try not to move away from it. It's very natural to do that, but try to tilt into it or stay as neutral as possible. Use your breath, close your eyes. Once you have it, you can really just relax. There's not much to see. It's a small zone, and you're just applying pressure, and the thumb just glides down. If you find that you're not gliding and you do this another time, a little bit of oil can help just kind of give that smoothness. Good. Exhaling. And then do one more. Good. And then sit up nice and tall. Let your shoulders feel relaxed. And then we're going to tilt our head toward the right. And then first, I'm going to take my chin down toward my underarm, getting that levator scapula in the back, simply the muscle that elevates your scapula. Then I'm going to come back to the side, and now I'm going to tilt my chin up, and that stretches the levator. If your shoulder heights, just let your hand go by your side, or if you want a greater stretch, and then you can drape that hand on top. Remember, we're not pulling, I'm just letting it rest. Keep trying to tip the chin up, and then breathe. Separate your lips and try to do the ha breath. Letting go of tension, especially at this point, you want nothing to be tense. Great job. If your hand was on your head, just gently release, and then use that hand to just kind of tip the head back forward. Good. And then roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And again, I know I say shoulders, but think scapula. Elevate, retract, and down. Elevate, retract, and down. Good. Now sit up nice and tall. Extend the arms, wrap them around your knees so you're really lifted and the scapula are down. Tilt your head to the right and center and left and center. Now look to your right, center, look to your left, center. Let's do that one more time. Tilt to the right, center, keep lifting your chest, tilt to the left, center, good. Look to the right, and center. One more, look to the left, and center. Take a nice breath in, release the arms. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, open through the middle fingers, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, back to center. Let's do two more of those. Inhale, reach open. And exhale, tighten the core so we don't end up hyperextending the back. And then one more. And then this time, exhale, let your elbows fall down and release. Nicely done. So this was a really good sequence to do when you hold a lot of tension, if you play tennis or any types of sports that create rotational force. Maybe you wake up in the morning and your neck and your upper back is tight. This definitely helps if you sit in front of a computer, that collapsing forward. These are sequences to do. So thank you guys for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.